The group Huey Lewis and the News has sold over 20 million albums worldwide thanks to monster hits like The Power of Love and Stuck With You and The Heart of Rock and Roll. Now all of those great songs and some new ones are available on a brand new CD called Time Flies, the best of Huey Lewis and the News. The rest of the news later, but now here's Huey, and thanks for coming on. Welcome to CBS. I read this afternoon in my research that we almost met in Rome. Our paths crossed on the bus that goes from the plane to the airport.
That's right. Yeah, I looked over there, and there's Tom Snyder. We were on vacation in Italy and had my kids, and they were bouncing off the walls.
After a 13-hour plane ride, yeah. And did the kids enjoy the trip to Italy?
They did, actually. We kind of dragged them there.
Gotcha.
Looked forward to gelato every day, but I think they had a pretty good time.
So anyway, for 20 years now, Huey Lewis and the News have been touring the country and making records. And from what I read, you've had very, very little turnover. I think you've added one new bass player, but there's no big turnover or personnel problems. What's the secret behind the News?
Well, we pay well. You know, I mean, what's not to like? We have we get paid handsomely. We go out and, you know, we don't tour quite as hard as we used to. We play golf all day, play shows at night, travel the world, stay at great hotels, and it's a
And what's not to like? But there was a time, I'm told, when you got on the bus, when you were traveling by bus in the early days, and Huey got up and made the speech about teamwork. How did that speech go?
Oh, well, yeah, I used to gather everybody. This is the very beginning days, and explain how this was really a team effort. And in fact, the fact that we've been together so long, this is sort of our 20th year together. But other than that, we also have crew members, and same manager and same road manager, et cetera, for all this time. And I used to give a little speech where, you know, the most important guy of the 40 of us might be the bus driver, right? Because if we get in a wreck, we're dead, no show. And so therefore, it's, you know, kind of all for one for all, and that's the way we approached it, as a team sport, if you will.
But you don't make the speech anymore. They probably got pretty sick of the speech after a while.
They're sick of all speeches, actually.
The first night on the ferry in San Francisco Bay in a prom party 21 years ago. Take us back there.
Well, yeah, this band, we're really the union of two other bands that we all grew up together in Marin County, which is just 10 years north of the Golden Gate Bridge. And we...
because I have a second home there, I know exactly what you say, pal. Yeah.
So we...
Sometimes feels like 20.
Yeah, maybe closer to 20, actually. But so we formed this band, and we had a manager became interested, our manager now, Bob Brown. And he managed Pablo Cruz, and he was a big manager, and they'd had hit records, and this was our shot, and we'd met with him, and now we get a gig, offer for a gig to play, I think it was a high school graduation thing, on a ferry in the San Francisco Bay. On one of they rent the ferry, and you have a...
Yeah, the red and white or whatever.
That's exactly right, the red and white. And they want to pay us $700, which is a lot of money. So we want band jackets. So we hatched this plan to spend the $700 on band jackets. And then we have a big band meeting. Should we tell the new manager? We haven't really signed anything.
And maybe we owe him some money from the $700,
exactly.
Right?
Commission that or what? I mean, I don't know. Do we owe him that or not? So what should we do? Well, we better tell him. So I go to him and I say, look, Bob, we want to do this gig, but here's the catch. So we're going to get paid $700, and we need the $700 for band jackets. And he says, you know, will you not commission this? And he says, do I get a jacket? We said, yeah. He says, go ahead. That was our first paid gig.
And where did the name and the News come from?
We were originally called American Express. And oddly enough...
I know. Go ahead.
Well, they were afraid we'd be... Our label, Chrysalis Records at the time, on the eve of the release of our first record, was afraid we'd be sued. And considering, you know, this is 1979, and now look at the corporate tie-ins, of course, what do we know? You know, it could have been great.
Well, also, they might have sued. You know, corporate America is very possessive of their logos. There was a school in Florida that had pictures of Mickey Mouse and Donald on the walls, and Disney found out about it, and they said, you got to license that. You got to pay us for that.
Right.
They're very protective of that. So Huey Lewis and the News.
Yeah, well, the Rolling Stones were taken, so we just...
You couldn't use that, right? The Beatles had been around. But it's always caught my eye, because all my life it's been Tom Snyder and the News on some stations, or Tom Brokaw on the News, and Huey Lewis and the News.
We literally had, you know, hours to think, and we had 24 hours, and then we had, you know, by 10 o'clock, because the
Okay, fellas, we got to come up with something.
That's it.
Huey Lewis and the News.
That's it.
Toughest venue you ever played, or one of them?
Well, you know, I said before this band formed, well, we've done a lot of tough things. I mean, our first tour, we opened for the Doobie Brothers, and you know, it was good if we could get through the whole set rather than having to cut a few songs out.
Because they want to see the Doobie Brothers.
Yeah, and in fact, I remember in San Antonio we played. I remember it was San Antonio because San Antonio's in one of their songs, so it was a particularly good Doobies market. And we play early, and we open up, and we're done. And I get the bright idea, but how about going out to the far reaches of this Coliseum? Because I'd never really been out there and see what it looks like, you know. So I'll go watch the Doobies from out there. And I get out there, and I go literally to the very back. And there's a few empty seats, and I'm sitting here, and there's a seat here, and a seat here, and a guy there, and a guy there. And it's dark, and they can't see anything. And now, here comes the part where Pat Simmons is going to introduce everybody and get a big round of applause for the opening act. How about, and I realize this is coming up, and I think, oh my God, is this going to be, well, they won't know, I'll just kind of hide here. And he goes, let's hear it for the opening act tonight, Huey Lewis and the News. And I'm like this, and this guy over here goes, boom! I just wanted to hit him. I swear I wanted to hit him.
Oh, man. Here is Eric on the toll-free in Heartland, Wisconsin. Hi.
Hey, how you doing tonight?
I'm fine, thanks. I hope you are.
I'm great. Huey, how you doing?
How you doing, Eric?
Just wanted to find out, at what age did you decide you wanted to become a professional musician?
Well, I played for a while. Between high school and college, I took a year off and hitchhiked in Europe, which is what one did in the 60s. And I took a harmonica with my knapsack because it kind of fit the image.
What'd your parents say?
My dad actually encouraged me to do
really?
this.
Get out of the house? Or?
Yeah, well, no, he thought that most people don't figure out what they want to do till it's too late.
Right, right.
And so take a year off, and I'd been to prep school, and I'd been accepted to college, and he said, all right, now just take a year off and take a leave of absence.
Yeah, just go do something.
Exactly.
Find yourself.
Figure out.
Yeah.
And so I took a harmonica because it kind of fit the image. You know, I'd had my first Bob Dylan record, and I'm in Europe, and in Spain, this is Franco's Spain in 68, 67, 68, and you know, you'd hitchhike for 12 hours, literally, without getting a ride. The Germans had come through with, you see the little D on the license plate, and I'd wave like crazy. And my blood, they thought maybe I was German. They'd stop.
Die Deutsche?
Yeah. Get in the car, and they'd go, oh, sure, I go, ich bin America. And then they'd be,
Mein Deutsch is not so good. Yeah.
But they'd pick me up, you know. So, but anyway, I played harmonica by the side of the road for hours and hours, and played in the little cafes and on the street corners and stuff, and actually made what I, you know, meager, needless to say, living.
But you supported yourself, and you fed yourself.
And felt for the first time in my life self-sufficient.
There you go.
And said, this is what I want to do. And so from that point on, I knew that's what I wanted to do. And I'm answering the question now, Eric. And would be content to do that today.
Right. There you go, Eric. A trip through Europe and a harmonica and some determination.
Okay, thanks, Huey.
All right, thanks for calling. When you say your dad supported you, your dad loved music, I read. He played big band music a lot.
Yeah.
He had the drums in the house. He'd play along the whole thing, huh?
Yeah.
Now, you have a movie career as well. You've appeared or will appear with Melanie Griffith in a picture called Reasonable Doubt. You made a picture with Dustin Hoffman and Sharon Stone called Sphere. How is the movie career? How much do you enjoy that work?
Well, again, what's not, I mean, I get to wear makeup every day.
There you go, yeah.
And you get all the bottled water you want. It's fabulous. No, I have a very small scene in Barry Levinson's new film, Sphere, which was really, and it just so happens that my scene is with Dustin Hoffman, which was great. So I got to work with him for a day and just kind of watch him and Barry and how they work. And, you know, they speak this kind of shorthand because they've done so many movies together. And it's really fun.
And how's your kids' Little League team doing? I know you coach Little League for your kids.
We're doing very well, thanks. Yeah, we're actually, this is crunch time now. We have a kind of a big game coming up this week. We're in first place at the moment.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we're 8-2.
Pressure's on.
It is, because playoffs are coming. So we're going to go to strength training twice a week.
Gotcha. And tonight you're going to sing a cappella, I mentioned, which is without instruments. Do you do that in the shows that the News do?
We do. Yeah,
very few do this. How did this start with you?
Well, we all sing. You know, I'm very lucky in that. Of course, the singer is really all that really matters. But I have a great band, actually, also, Tom. So, and these guys not only play well, but they sing well, and they're all fabulous musicians. So we would originally just warm our voices up, singing our own songs before we went on stage. And we got sick of singing our own songs, and we started to work up these oldies. Johnny did some arrangements for us, and we threw one in the show one time, and it went down great. So since that time, we've done that sort of thing.
Terrific. You're good to come by tonight. The news is going to join you here after a short break, but thanks. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you.
My pleasure. Huey Lewis and the News. Time Flies. The best of Huey Lewis and the News is the new CD, and the good stuff is still to come after this short break.
My father, both my brothers, my kids will probably have thinning hair. Losing my hair was probably one of the most traumatic experiences in my life. But the great thing about Rogaine is you can interrupt nature. You can stop it. And Rogaine is proven to work. It goes right to the root to grow hair. About 4 months later, my wife walked by and she just was, hey, wait a second, you're growing hair. And since then, I've stayed with Rogaine, and my hair's really filled in. Check this out. It's great. I'm a user for life.
It keeps millions of Americans glued to their TVs every night. It's not the game shows, reruns, or the news. It's because they suffer from not sleeping, and they believe there is nothing they can do about it. But there are new ways to treat their problem, and newer prescription medications that can help.
Maybe we should see the doctor.
Sleep. It doesn't have to be a dream.
Are you hungry?
Yeah, how about something different?
I hear they have pitas at Wendy's.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, me too. Let's go to Wendy's and try the pitas.
In case you haven't heard, Wendy's has fresh stuffed pitas. Like our Garden Ranch chicken with big tender chunks, chicken Caesar with shredded Parmesan, classic Greek with feta cheese, and our delicious veggies.
Where should we eat? I don't know.
They have pitas at Wendy's.
Thanks, Dave.
It's everything you love, stuffed in a big, warm, soft pita.
We're selling lots of pitas, Dave.
Word gets around.
Come on in and try one today.
Have you seen the elf? It's hiding behind this card. The elf.
The world's smallest 2-time zoom camera. The big news in the advanced photo system.
Have you seen the elf?
New from Canon.
He's a conservative guy.
This girl loves me.
She's an outrageous woman.
What'd you do last night?
Got lucky.
It's a comedy match made in heaven.
You know you have no shot at getting her into bed.
Critics say it's hilarious. Chasing Amy. Rated R. Now playing.
Millions of roads, lots of surprises. Be prepared with OnStar, the satellite tracking system that can send help in an emergency, unlock doors, even give directions. Get a new Cadillac DeVille, Seville, or Eldorado now, and we'll include the OnStar onboard system, nearly $1,000 value at no extra charge, which should make life a little easier, no matter what road you're on.
Reliable, secure, worry-free. Our new cars are not only backed by a warranty package that's one of the most comprehensive in the industry, but by every person who helped make them possible. Is this a new car company? No, it's a whole new Hyundai.
Now, Huey Lewis and the News and a song from the 50s. Billy Ward and the Dominoes did this back in 1951. You might find it on the new CD. It's called 60-Minute Man.
60-minute man, 60-minute man.
I'll rock 'em, roll 'em all night long. I'm the 60-minute man. Oh, well, if you don't believe I'm all I say, come up and see old Dan. 'Cause I'll rock 'em, roll 'em all night long. I'm the 60-minute man. And if you don't believe I can do what I say, come out and see my band. 'Cause I'll rock 'em, roll 'em all night long. I'm the 60-minute man. There'll be 15 minutes of kissing, and then you holler, please don't stop. There'll be 15 minutes of teasing, 15 minutes of pleasing, and 15 minutes of blowing my top. And if you don't believe I'm all I say. Come out and see the man, 'cause I'll rock 'em, roll 'em all night long. I'm the 60-minute man. Tell 'em, boy.
There'll be 15 minutes of kissing.
And then you holler, please don't stop.
There'll be 15 minutes of teasing, and 15 minutes of pleasing,
and 15 minutes of blowing my top.
Pop, pop, pop.
And if you don't believe I'm all I say, come out and see the man, 'cause I'll rock 'em, roll 'em all night long. I'm the 60-minute man. Oh. And if you don't believe I can do what I say, come out and see the band, 'cause I'll rock 'em, roll 'em all night long. I'm the 60-minute man. Oh yeah, 60-minute man.
We should do that more often. Thank you, gentlemen. Huey Lewis and the News and 60-Minute Man. The CD is called Time Flies, the best of Huey Lewis and the News. Check it out. We'll be right back after this break.
And if you don't believe I'm all I say, come out and see the band, 'cause I'll rock 'em, roll 'em all night long. I'm the 60-minute man.
Happy Mother's Day.
I love it. Do you love it?
You got great taste.
I know.
Ross has the perfect gift for Mother's Day. Save up to 60% on all the top brands for Mom.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Tomorrow night, Dennis Miller is back along with Allie Walker. Now stay with Tom and Steve after hours on the Late Late Radio Show at 1-800-890-9990. Remember, the two most common elements in the universe are hydrogen and stupidity. Back tomorrow night. Same time, same station.
He's the highest-ranking tobacco executive ever to turn on his bosses.
Everything I've said has come true.
Jeffrey Wigand in an exclusive interview tomorrow on the CBS Evening News. Dateline.
Next Friday, the dramatic conclusion.
5 detectives, no leads.
Got the wrong man.
When a cop is murdered,
There's never been an unsolved shooting of a Baltimore police officer.
anyone's a suspect.
We put him in a box until we find out who's responsible.
Even a cop. Witness the stunning climax. Personal vengeance, homicide, NBC next Friday.
Get your notepads ready. Tonight, Jay's getting homemaking tips from Martha Stewart, plus comedian Sinbad and the music of Chicago. Your local news is next.
Up next here tonight, police seize an arsenal. They say they've cracked a local militia group ready for war. The news begins right now.
Now, home